I didn't even know we was on here this whole time. So shout out to all my barbers and shout out to all my stylists. We are Beards N Baldheads, your host Fat Lace. I got the soul survivor Barry to the right of me.
Yo. Here we go.
Another Monday. My favorite day of the week.
Yep.
My favorite day of the week. And y'all know why it's one of my reasons why it's my favorite day of the week, because I get to see one of my favorite people on the planet. Soup's on the other side, holding it down. She was cutting the rug the other night, B.
I saw her.
In the rain.
She ain't playing no games.
She ain't playing no games. They be acting like black people, black women.
She's the hostess with the most.
What?
Yes.
They was.
I'm about to call her the voice of playing for.
Ooh.
I
Like that.
Are they gonna like that or they not gonna like that?
They not gonna like
They
that.
not gonna like
They
that.
love Soup, but they don't really like Soup.
They don't want her to be the voice of playing for.
Nah, a lot of people love her.
4th of July, she's out there.
She is.
You know, Blues in the park event.
Yes. Yes, but the
Festival.
Blues by the Brook, what's it called? Something like that.
Something like that. She's out there. Everybody see her.
Everybody knows her. Vikings, what we talking about? Cheerleading. She travels Florida. They win stuff.
You can't name all the hats.
Can't.
Family flavor.
Mm.
It's a whole lot.
What you order, B?
Man, I got that jerk burger with the works and that lemon pepper wing. Man,
All in the same truck?
bruh, same truck. And
Same family?
I was eyeing those brisket fries. I was just like, you know what? Now I'm getting fat.
Fries.
Now I'm just being fat. Now I'm gonna get them next time. Bro.
Brisket.
Some brisket fries. Yeah, them brisket loaded fries. Yeah. I saw that. I said, ooh, that's my next one. Going for that.
I can't wait till. I was gonna get some soup.
Mac and cheese. I didn't get to it.
And the mac and cheese.
I didn't get to it yet.
It started raining soup.
Man,
my hair
listen.
got wet. I was like, I don't.
And shout out to the I didn't get the name, but it was an affiliate. They had the drinks on Smash.
I did see you with that cup.
Oh man, the Uptowns. Oh man.
Shout out to everybody who was out the other night. Shout out to the General DJ Bukeen. They put on a spectacular show. It was a battle. It got cut short a little bit, but they was getting busy, man. Peace to the General. Peace to Toya. Peace to the Owl Show. Peace to Tiff. Making Me Matter Show. You know how it gets down. Yo, BKS1 Radio. Ghost was in the building. DJ Smooth P. DJ KT, my favorite on the planet. She was there too. You know,
DJ Troy.
DJ Troy. Yo, man.
He had the Caribbean vibes on Smash.
Talk about it.
Yeah. And then, you know, the whole vibe. They had the Latino corner.
Yes.
Yeah. It was nice.
Did your salsa game? Did you feel it? Did you feel wet?
I saw them out there. They was out there jamming.
Did your hips get? Did you wanna? Bachata.
I mean, I was bachata in it. I was salsa in it.
Oh,
yeah. Two-stepping on the other side, and went to the other side. Did a little bit of grinding.
Talk about
by
it.
myself.
Talk about it. Peace to everybody on the check-in. We got Shanae on the check-in. We got Bobby on the check-in.
Yeah.
You know, make sure y'all like, share, tell a friend, because tonight is going to be such a special night. You know, when we talk about the origin of when I started this show, it was dedicated to the barbers and the hairstylists, because to me the barbers and the hairstylists are some of the most important people out here on earth. If you can't feel fresh unless you get fresh, and if you don't got your lineup fresh, when I used to have a lineup like you, I felt even more magnificent. But you know,
you bald by choice.
Yo, he say I'm bald by choice. Y'all, do y'all want to see my forehead start right here? They don't want to see me with the George Jefferson.
Mine ain't little.
Nah, B, you ain't got it. You ain't got it like that. You're still blessed. God loves you more. I always say this. And I feel like the most important people are the barbers and the hairstyles. So interesting, because they have so many layers of their story. It doesn't just start when they pick up a curling iron. Doesn't just start when they pick up a pair of clippers.
Right.
And tonight we have me saying a barber is the cheapest version of saying who he is. I have an artist in the purest form. What he does with these clippers is amazing. He uses your head as a palette. He's such an artist. Like man, and
Artiste.
You get a point for artiste because that's how I need to pronounce it when we talk about him. He's a lover of hip hop, a hip hop historian, and he's a young man, and he's still a hip hop historian himself. And I say that because, you know, I felt like I had my own version. Every day I would record on my VCR. And I'm sure you probably did some of the same things. Your pause tapes, your first mixtape. Before the people could see what we have on, I run home, whether it be Rap City, whether it be Yo MTV Raps, whether it be Video Music Box. I had collections of VHS tapes all through my room of hip hop because I needed to get hip hop all the time. I couldn't just wait for 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I wanted to watch it at 10. I want to watch it at 7 on Saturdays. So I got the Rap City top 10s. I got everything recorded, documented. Now, I didn't even know documentation was a word back then when I was doing it. But I knew how important it was.
And you were archiving.
Archiver, yes.
Yeah.
I knew how important it was.
You still got the tapes?
I got a few. Not a lot, you know. Don't have a lot, but I do have like maybe 5.
You could transfer them now.
3 in a pump.
DVD,
we couldn't do it back when I threw them out. I ain't know I could transfer. You know. So I guess what he does, as well as being one of the nicest to ever pick up a blade, to pick up clippers, he also is an award-winning. He won for Best Documentary at the Newark International Film Festival. For You Gotta pause after you say You Gotta. Respect the legends of hip-hop legacy, and this man does it to the fullest. We have Ray Lansky in the building. Peace, Ray. How you feeling?
Hey man, listen, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here.
We happy to have you here. Now, are we originally from Newark?
Originally from Newark.
We got Brick City's finest.
Brick City's finest.
Yes, we do.
I'm born in the same hospital as Shaquille O'Neal.
Talk about it. Talk about it. We here tonight. Yep. We here tonight. Ray, we got a lot to cover when it comes to you, when it comes to your team, when it comes to your vision. Before we get to, when it comes to Jersey hip hop, when it comes to hip hop, period, we got to start with these Clippers first.
Okay, absolutely.
Because, you know,
absolutely.
B, some people just be thinking I just be talking. You know, the young ones say capping.
Yeah, capping, yeah.
Yeah, and shout out to all the barbers and stylists out there.
Yeah, shout out to all my barber comrades, you know, my stylist queens, you know, shout out to all y'all.
Bring the mic a little bit closer. Just lay back some. I want to make sure they get, we got to make sure we get the face, had them,
All right, now we good?
Yeah, put the mic just a little bit up just so we can catch it just right. Yeah,
all right.
We got a hip hop. Yeah, perfect.
All right, yeah.
Perfect right now. Perfect like these cuts right here. Like Lansky exclusive. I'm like, whoa, this man. The dimensions of a cut. When I'm looking at the Knicks, you a Knicks fan?
Nah, I did it for a Knicks fan, and actually, that was actually from 2016, and he went to the stadium, got a lot of attention.
I'm sure he did. Peace to everybody on the check, and peace to Keisha, peace to
shout
Sabrina,
out to the Knicks
peace
fans.
to
Knicks did their thing this year, so shout out to the Knicks
did.
fans. So that picture had to get revamped. You get what I'm saying? So,
I'm like, yo, he gets busy. You know, we talk about how we want to get to the documentaries, but one of my favorite documentaries is Thomas Illmatic, and when I'm seeing representing is Illmatic, when you got the Nas.
I met Nas after I did that. Yo, actually, check it out. Nas had he put out a hashtag when he first launched the brand History.
Yeah.
And it was something about Know Your History. So being that was a fresh hashtag, I hopped on it quick. And 2 months later, he reposted it. I'm like,
word.
No. He liked it.
Peace to Vic.
And that was when Instagram had the features that you could tell what people like.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, why are people liking this picture? I posted this shit like 2 months ago. I curse?
You good.
All right. I posted like 2 months ago. And then it said Nas liked it. I was like, wow. And then like months later, I went to premiere of Fresh Dress something about Mass Appeal.
Yeah.
And I met him.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, Nas, what's up, bro? I'm like, listen, I'm the barber that did Illmatic. He said, yo, that's what's up. Yo, I get a pic. No doubt. He was cool as he was cool as hell. I gave the phone to the wrong person.
Uh-oh.
To the vendor security. Meaning he's not non-security, but he's security for the spot. He got nervous because me and my guy, we were the least famous people in that building.
Yeah.
I had a long beard, so you couldn't tell if I was from Newark or Philly.
No doubt.
You get
no
what I'm
doubt.
saying? So, and he got shook, and instead of him taking the picture, he snatched up Nas and went to the room.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So my guy, shout out to my guy Benedict, owner of La Rouge.
Yes, good brother.
He was with me, and he took a picture of me talking to Nas, and I took a picture with Pusha T that night. But yeah, I met Nas right after that, so you know what I mean. It was good, you know what I mean. So I'm a true Nas fan.
That's that's your favorite rapper, right?
Favorite rapper.
Favorite MC.
Mine too.
Rapper, yeah.
He gets busy.
Definitely mine.
Straight out of exclusives. That's what we seeing all the styles. We seeing all the styles. We see how you.
That was influenced. So of course that was influenced. Now on the bottom that's Dre, right? That's an animation of Dre, and that was around the time when Straight Outta Compton.
Okay.
Because that was the
Peace to Toya.
That was the trend. Straight out of whatever when it was popping, and I did that. Not to sound cocky, nothing, because certain times it mattered, but I did that in front of a class in like a little less than half an hour.
Okay.
But be honest with you, like 10 minutes. It took 10 minutes to start. That's the funny thing. It took 10 minutes to start, and after the 10 minutes, everything just flowed. You know what I mean? It just flowed. So.
Yo,
Yeah, them good times, man. Barber battles and all that, man.
Yo, we going because I feel like you was at the Bonner Brothers or stuff like that. You was at some barber battles.
I won barber battles.
Talk about. He didn't say I was there.
I won.
I won.
I got cheated and still won.
Talk about it.
I won. I got cheated and still won.
What was the name? What was the name of the venue, the contest we was at?
I won. I placed in Let me see. Connecticut is the biggest barber expo. I haven't been in a couple of years.
Wouldn't have thought that.
But as far as me winning, I won 2 categories, second and third, and everybody said I was supposed to win first. And that was in Delaware. Shout out to Mayo, the barber. Actually, Mayo the barber is the nephew of Mayo. When Nas says, Michael chop it, Mayo, you count the profit. That's Mayo's nephew.
Okay.
So he gave a barber battle up in he gives barber battles in Delaware.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? So I go
Peace
there,
on my
you know
peoples
what I
in
mean?
Wilmington.
So yeah. Shout out, my barbers up in Dover, Thursday, polish, all my barber comrades out in Delaware, you know what it is.
Definite. So we see how amazing you are now in the level that you got to. It had to be a starting point. And before you even start that point, you had to be an artist before being a barber.
Honestly, bro, exactly. I was.
Let's talk about it.
Here's a weird thing. I say this all the time, right? You know how some things they say you choose in life, right? Mm-hmm. And then some things in life chooses you.
Yeah.
I still feel that barbering chose me because my parents met in a barbershop. Mm-hmm. They got linked up by a barber named Mr. T from South Orange Avenue. Mr. T's barbershop, South Orange Avenue, linked them up.
Toya said, "What up, too?"
What up, Toya? What's going on?
Mr. T, that's still there, isn't it?
I think the building is still there, but he passed away.
Okay.
I know his son. Last time I heard, his son was carrying on tradition.
I've seen something with that recently. So.
Yeah, on South Orange Avenue.
Yeah.
The building is still there.
Okay, the building is still there.
And he linked my parents up, and they had a barber. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And it was. And I had an uncle. I'm sorry. I have an uncle. He's 95, 94. He had 2 barbershops in North Newark, Eminem. Shout out to Uncle Richard. He's still alive and kicking, doing his thing.
Peace to Uncle Richard.
And as far as artists, my artist side comes from, my creative exclusive side comes from my father.
Okay.
My father used to try to be the most exclusive man on earth back in his day. If he go in the house, he's coming outside with something different on. I don't care what he do, whatever it is. Knew this, knew that, whatever. And he's a creative guy, right? Then you got my siblings. You got my brother, my brother, my oldest, my sister, and her two sons, my two nephews, and my brother's daughter, they are all artists. I feel they're better than me. It's just that my art stands out because my art didn't start standing out until I actually started using the clippers and using the dome as a canvas. You get what I'm saying? But they're shouts to them. My sister got so pissed one day. I don't know how she did it, man. She just drew a picture of herself, walked to the house, gave it to my dad like it's nothing. I swear to God.
Damn.
Yeah.
I see why.
Shout out to Alicia.
When I'm looking at some of your footage, some of your content, I'm like, and I'm seeing you gotta, and I'm like, you gotta respect the fresh, cause you respect the fresh. I'll be looking at the butters. B, he had butters from like a year ago, and I know those ain't the same one.
No, these the same one.
Pristine.
No cap. These the same one.
Pristine. Yeah, hold on. So he only wears it for special occasions. I'm happy that
Guess so. Yeah.
he only wears them on rain in the summer. That's the only time he wears those. Cause I'm like, yo, he got the butt. I saw the one of it. I was like, damn, that thing is no scuffs. You remember everybody used to have their little, yo, you gotta take some sandpaper in an eraser to get the stains. He got no stains on his butters, y'all. Repellent. Yo, there you go.
Yeah, we had the suede, like you said, waterproof, the water resistant spray.
Yeah.
Peace to my brother Ty to check it. Wing thing.
Yeah.
Oh man, so your whole family is artists.
My whole family is
Grandfather,
my
barber.
No, my father. No, my grand uncle. That's and my father. He just creative. As far as barbers in the family, besides my uncle, is my oldest brother who passed away. Rest in peace, Reggie, who's from Plainfield, and here in Plainfield.
Rest in peace.
He can cut. He was a barber, but just by nature, he never took it as a profession. And my cousin Conrad is the reason why I started barbering.
Okay.
What did Conrad say to you?
So Conrad used to keep me fresh, right? So say if I forget to go to the barbershop. Then sometimes I get lazy. I ain't got to go to the barbershop. I live around the corner from my cousin now. So I'm just going to go there, right?
Yeah.
To the point, I'm even fresh for like, graduation. So one day, he was like, nah. Look. Give me a hand. Look, you gonna have to start cutting my hair too. I'm like, yo, what I'm supposed to do with this? You know what you, don't worry, I'm gonna navigate you. So then he told my girlfriend at the time, ex-girl, this is high school, whatever,
We shout out exes. We ain't gotta say their names, but
Nah, she good people. She's still always good peoples. And she had the Holly Berry, Tony Braxton thing going on. So now, okay, I'm lacing her up. Now she tell my boys. She's like, yeah, Ray did this. So now, and that's how it started. And on top of that, my first barber battle was with my father, and I won.
Okay.
With your father? Like he was your canvas or?
No.
He was against
I battled him.
You battled your pops?
Oh, me and my pops always straight up. Shout out to my pops, you know what I'm saying? Ray Sr.
Shout out to all the fathers out there, man.
You know what I mean? So,
peace to Aunt Jackie. Peace to my cousin CJ.
Yeah, and
you and your pops was battling.
Yeah, and I gave my other grandfather, my mother's father, Grandpa Ellis, who I named the razor after, I gave him his last haircut, and he told me, give me his last haircut right before he passed away. Like, yo, bro, you need to take this serious, man. And I did.
After you already got your girl looking good, and everybody is on you, that's the best promotion you can ever have to get your name out. Because it ain't like us, B, when you got your mans doing it. Like, this is...
I mean, you know what? It wasn't out there yet still. Because people looked at me back then as just, my nickname was Ray Gotti. The actual, the
Peace
logo.
To my man Tim. We got Philly in the building.
What up, Philly?
A sharp Philly barber, my brother Tim right there.
Oh, shouts to my Philly barbers.
Yes.
Those are some of my favorite barbers from Philly.
He used to have all the LIU dorms, Conley Hall, getting everybody right. Everybody right. Yo, peace to Tim. Nah, definitely peace to Taj.
But I didn't take it serious until after high school, and that was when my grandpops was on his transition stage, and the next day I battled my father, and I won. No, I'm sorry, the next week. Yeah, I battled my father and won.
How long you been cutting that by this point?
In a bar as a barber, or
just as a barber. By the time you got to this battle, how long you been cutting?
I say like before I battled my pops.
Yeah.
Not even realizing, I just realizing like on and off 5.
On and off 5.
Right. But my career didn't start until July 2000 summer.
July 2000 summer.
Summer, yeah.
Where are we? What barbershop we at? What we doing?
TJ's Barbershop, unisex, yo. It was, yo.
What
tell you
city?
something. Orange. Yo, shout out to my Orange people.
Here
You know
we
what
go.
I'm saying? Yo, I love Orange, man. Listen, Orange treat me like family to this day. You get what I'm saying? My career started in Orange. I still cut people from Orange. And it started at TJ's. That's actually how I met Naughty. But that's another story. TJ, first of all, let me give my flowers to TJ. That moment changed my life. He gave me the keys to the barbershop after my man Hawk from Premier's. Shout out to Hawk from Premier's. Premier's was the livest barbershop in Newark, right? And only thing is, I wanted a different atmosphere because I just came home from some little trouble. I came from boot camp, whatever. And TJ's was just starting out. It was a fresh barbershop. It had framed pictures of rappers in there, like Bleak and Nori, when Nori was on top of his game. And, yo, it was like the freshest barbershop in in Orange.
Nori before the man unit, y'all. I don't believe it. But continue.
Yeah, and it's
I
crazy.
love Nori. I'm not believing
And
it.
you know what's crazy?
I'm not believing it.
And it's crazy.
Nori got hair now.
Yeah, he
right?
got
Yeah. And so after something that never happens. The conversation was 15 minutes. Hawk said, listen, this is the guy I was talking about, the barber that was hungry, serious. I didn't brag about what I could do. I just said, listen, I'm hungry. I need the opportunity. I'm ready to rock and roll.
No doubt.
Gave me the keys out of his pocket. Who does that? I would never do that.
Yeah.
Right? And he was very street smart. Very street smart. He favors Cool Herc. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a OG in the game. And well respected from Illtown. In Illtown, they know him as Fat T.
Okay.
So when I say Fat T, it's like, okay, his name ring bells. But you know, and I was cutting next to old Lucas. Everybody knew him as Lucas. That was the first nicest barber that I cut next to, and everything I observed from him, right and wrong, I ran with it, and I never stopped learning. That was my catch. I never stopped learning. Before the pandemic, on the low, I used to take 3 classes a year, and I was educated already. I used to take 3 classes a year just to stay on top of my
sharp.
game, stay on top of the game, and it's fun, man, and I love what I do. You know, it's more about the service and just make people feel good and feel good and look good. You know, so,
and that you do. Thank you. Peace to everybody on the check, and peace to Steve, and peace to Ty, peace to Lee May, one of the dopest hairstylists out there. Peace to my cousin Kesey. I see you, baby. Man, everything that you do is super ill. You take pride in your artwork. You challenge yourself. Because you said in 2000 is when you started cutting.
In the shop, yep.
In the shop, summer 2000.
Exactly, July 12, 2000. I remember that day.
And
July 12, 2000.
5 years later, October 2005, you came up with this idea.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
talk
yes,
of
yes.
doing a documentary.
Yes.
Let's talk about this.
So, 2005, around that time, right? The hottest things on the street, that was like the new mixtapes. You know how we come from the era of mixtapes.
Yes, indeed.
We rush to where we go. Y'all probably go to downtown Plainfield. We go downtown Irvington,
Peace
East
and
Orange,
Lou.
whatever, right? To get the newest Clue tape, mixtape, whatever, right? And then now it's a new era that, yo, who got that Smack DVD?
Yes.
Then it was Smack. You had
Smitted it.
Smack. Shout out to Smack. If you don't know who Smack is, he's the owner of URL. The battles started from Smack DVD first, and then it transcended his own branch, URL, Cocaine City, and also watch a lot of street DVDs, street documentaries.
I loved them.
You know what I mean?
All
And,
of them with the pick one,
Right.
The what's my man Duncan Hines joint?
Yeah, I remember
You got
Duncan
that.
Hines
The
joint,
first
yeah.
one was I think the Alpo with
see
Troy
that.
Reed.
Yeah,
Troy
exactly.
Troy
Troy
Reed
Reed,
was
yup.
like the pioneer of the street documentaries out there.
He was. That inspired me. That's why I was happy that the movie came out quick. Paid in full.
Yeah.
I don't know. We talking about paid in full. And when Cameron said I'm the Harlem Duncan Hines, a lot of people don't know who he was talking about unless you from Harlem.
Carlton Duncan
or where
Hines.
we from.
Yeah.
Tri-state thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you know what? Yo, I'm about to make this DVD. And as I'm shooting. I'm like, yeah. And I got caught up in more of shooting and filming than actually producing the product.
No doubt.
Right? So next thing you know, like I read it out 2005, started shooting in 2006, that spring. KG helped me set it off because once people heard that Naughty was a part of it, they just run with it. You get what I'm saying? It was
I'm gonna tell you, when he has a 3-part series right now, it's going to be more, and it's the 3-part series. When you gotta respect the legends of hip hop legacy, and we are talking about Jersey artists in particular with this documentary series, and he is covering so many Jersey artists. And I think, oh man, I don't want to insult anybody. I could say the most successful group. I think it's easily to say Naughty by Nature.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easily to say.
Easy.
We talk about how, a lot of people get narratives, and being that the fact the narrative is told over and over again, it becomes culture. I was watching KRS-One talk about this, and we talking about culture. You have to teach the culture over and over again, so now people can understand it and get it. If we didn't keep saying Kool Herc's name in Sedgwick Ave, we wouldn't have known these stories. Because they don't talk about Sugar Hill Records enough. They don't talk about Duke Booty enough when they talk about The Message, one of the most important records of all time. They just say Grandmaster Flash, Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel.
Right.
But Duke Booty is from Jersey, from Elizabeth, and they don't say, yo, this is a Jersey artist who was in part of one of the most important songs ever. That don't get mentioned. And they talk about Sugar Hill Records, they talk about hip hop Hip Hop Delight, what I'm saying?
Rappers Delight.
Rappers Delight. Say Hip Hop Delight. Yeah. They'll talk about Rappers Delight and say those are Jersey artists.
Right.
So when you started this documentary,
right,
I'm like, yeah, he is the one who's doing it, not just arguing about it. Because when y'all, I'm gonna get to the trailer in a second. When we talk about hip hop in Jersey and what it means, we don't have enough people saying it. You hear people say, like, you got on one of your Charlemagne talk about, yo man, Jersey got a lot of people, but they get slept on. Ain't like we get slept on, we just don't talk about it enough. Right. You put your mind together, you put your money together, and you put your efforts together to create this series. So now when you pass away, when we're all gone, we have this artwork that's going to last forever, that they can know about Jersey representation. And you are the first person I know that has done it. And it started with Naughty. And it started with KG. And it's so ill how you break it down with the trilogy. It's so ill how you break it down. Before we have it broken down to it, we're going to let the people know what they're going to see on September 7th. Because, y'all, before we get all the way in with this interview, I want y'all to get excited and be prepared. What are we going to be? Where is everybody going to show up September 7th?
September 7th at the Newark International Film Festival. Shout out to Kenny. We usually have it at the Cityplex on Springfield Avenue. And I'm aiming for that 5 o'clock spot. Hey, Kenny, listen, let's lock down 5 o'clock
spot.
Come
on, Kenny, we need that.
Like we always do. Every year it's 5 o'clock. You get what I'm saying? So lock for that 5 o'clock spot. But it's the part 3, of the trilogy so far.
And this is what you guys are gonna see right here.
Facts. Naughty. Tretch was just over here like
Lords of the Underground,
do it all.
Artifacts.
Oh, legendary. So they gotta throw respect on our name, and that's why we here.
Awesome too, and we're not just the radio DJs. We started clubs, Latin Quarter. Our anniversaries are legendary.
Artifacts music is traditional hip hop.
soon. That trailer right there is
My
ill.
man from the Artifact.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Peace to Half a Mil Mind. Peace to Marcia. Peace to Ian. Peace to Robin. Peace to Connie.
R.I.P. my man Tame One.
Yeah,
Oh,
RP
man.
Tang, man. He
That's my
didn't
man.
make the interview.
I met him in 2000 when I moved to Irvington, and we just clicked up over on Isabella one day. And I was new in town. I ain't know I was supposed to be over there by myself.
We was just talking. Yo, these are conversations. I was telling him
supposed
something
to
to
be over
talk
there myself,
about.
and he was there. I didn't recognize him right away, and then somebody was like, "Yo, that's the dude." And I was already a fan 'cause I was a backpacker, so I'm like, "Yeah, what's my man?" So he was like, "Where you from?" I was like, told him, he was like, "Yo, yeah, they think you either crazy or you're a cop." I said, "Well, I ain't a cop. I don't know if I'm crazy. I guess I am, maybe, for being over here." And that's how me and him started hanging out. But yeah, he was a wild dude though.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah. Yeah, Tang was illest, man. We definitely give him his flowers on part 3.
You
That's what's
definitely
up.
do.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
to get a sneak
Yeah.
joint with it.
Yeah.
One of the themes you have, and if you check your YouTube page, is the 90s versus 2000s type of vibe, correct?
Yeah, that's a so 90s versus 2000 type of vibe. That will be it's 17 episodes deep. It will be released by the holidays.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? Everything is
Okay.
it's been done, but it's kind of a one and done.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? But it's a lot of timeless conversations.
Timeless conversations.
And it shows it's us talking, hip hop in the barbershop, right?
Yup.
It's called 9 vs 2000 type of vibe, where we discuss, debate, and pay homage to hip hop culture. And while we're talking, it'll show like some fresh cuts getting done at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Redline, shout out to Alquan, so.
Y'all do a phenomenal job. Y'all got topics from the ladies from the VJs, the commentators, from the Angies, the Steph Lovers, the Miss Jones. Y'all touch so many different topics. Make sure y'all check that out right there.
Shout out to Miss Jones too, man. Shout out to Miss Jones.
Peace to Miss Jones.
I posted something. Look, one of the you got tributes that we put on Instagram. They're like 30 to 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Right? So I posted one dedicated to like Miss Jones, same name.
With Angie,
Right.
and all that.
Angie Yee and Wendy. You know
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying? And somebody, one of my comrades was like, "Yo, man, how you gonna post something about Miss Jones, man? What she did to the culture, like Wendy Williams." So what caught him off guard is Miss Jones came on like, "Yo, ho.
Oh,
What the fuck you talking about?" Yo, word.
Miss Jones, the real one. Definitely friend of the
Yo,
station.
it caught him off guard. You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Oh." So look, bro, listen, man, I can't have you do that. How I'm gonna have a platform giving flowers and paying homage,
And you attacking her.
exactly. You
Nah,
know what I'm saying?
gotta
So that don't
respect.
sit in the same cup. So
You gotta
gotta
show
respect.
respect. That's what
Exactly.
you gotta do.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's
shout out to
gotta
Miss
go.
Jones, man. Shout out to
Yeah,
Miss Jones.
I've
Miss
been-
Jones, yo, come through September 7th. You see this? I'm gonna put this in your DM, but come through September 7th. You got to be there.
I've been noticing a lot, like over the years. Like I probably didn't notice it back then, of how a barbershop scene has been stuck in all of these movies over my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking at it, and to you it's just like, it's a barbershop scene.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the importance of the barbershop was going over a lot of people's heads, even in
Yeah.
the white movies. The
Yeah.
gangsters always getting the shave.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
doing a lot of their business talk in there. The barber knows everything. They're talking in front of him like they don't care.
Because they know everybody, too.
Right. So,
The pastors, the pimps,
know,
everybody.
so now that I'm fast forwarding to I'm older now, and I'm like, wow, the barbershop
Yeah.
is really the cornerstone / like a church.
We're the opposite of a judge.
Right. So you got the barbershop and
We
you
the
got
opposite.
the church.
The opposite of a judge.
Opposite.
And it's crazy because, like you said, when someone comes in, like you just automatically feel comfortable. People in there talking, eating, dancing, watching TV, opinions. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody's opinion is respected. Even
Right.
if you get clowned for it, they let you say it.
Right.
And it's a safe space. And now that the women, I was always skeptical. I'm like, wait, women in the barbershop now? Because they got the salons.
Shout out to my female barbers.
But they're cool
They're
Yeah.
cool, too.
with the shop talk.
Yeah.
They're cool, too.
Yeah,
And it's just
sometimes
like,
even
you know,
cooler.
Yeah, right,
Sometimes.
right.
Real
And,
talk.
and it's like I seen people just go to a barbershop. I said, why is this bald head dude in here? He just sitting here.
Yeah.
He ain't getting a haircut.
Yeah, right.
He not getting a shave. He ain't getting nothing. But that's where he come every day and sit down with his drink and chill.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just looking like you said, just over the years, and then now me being a part of this, it's just like I think people still underestimate the power of a barber.
They not after this show. They better not.
Right.
They
So
better
like I said,
not.
I just hope the younger generation coming up, just keep it going.
Absolutely.
You know,
I
just
think
keep
this
it
is a
going.
timeless trade. Thank you, B. I definitely feel like they've been around forever. Timeless trade.
Oh,
Just-
before we forget, right?
Mhm.
I want to break down what that's about right there.
Okay, cool. Look,
Whenever you ready, yeah.
first of all, we got we going before we go.
Mhm.
We got time. We got time. Like I said, we got a timeless trade. We got a timeless documentary that is coming out, and we got a 3-part series, and we definitely got a dope gift that we gonna get into. It before I lose my train of thought, when you said you met KG,
Mm-hmm.
and when they watch this series, they're gonna see the different ages of the quality. They're gonna see the grittiness. They're gonna see that 06. They're gonna see the SOBs. They're gonna see the Rock the Bells from 2023. They're gonna see so many different qualities of footage wrapped in one. And the way you did this trilogy, the way you broke out, I don't know how much I should say, but you paid homage in each one to each member. And
I had to.
And I want to stick with KG because you started with KG and you ended with KG. And it's not enough talk when we talk about producers and that sound that they provided. That naughty, of course, we had Tretch, one of the illest lyricists. And we had people like Eminem who gives them props. And when Eminem talks about it,
Yep.
just like Eminem should be talking about the outsiders more. We're going to get to that. But when he talks about Tretch, now people are hearing it even more. And Tretch, his vocals are from OPP to Hip Hop Parade. Everyone knows it. But then KG gets overlooked
All the time.
because they're not talking about top producers and putting him in there. Not only is he a top producer, he was a great influence in you, telling you to be patient with your art. Let's talk about that conversation.
Listen, it was September 2010. I just opened up exclusives, right? And I went to the cookout. Shout out to I went to
The Naughty Cookout.
actually the Gibbs family cookout.
Okay.
And
That's when you really in, B. When you go to the kids'
yeah,
family.
nah,
cookout.
well,
You know
I
what
went
I'm
to
saying?
school with his little cousin. You know what I mean?
Okay.
She's actually run a salon one time at the shop. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tawana. And I said, yo, K, man, I got all this footage now, man. You know, I've been heavy with it, you know. I like, listen, man, I'm ready to rock and roll, put it out. He was like, look, I feel you. But you want to take your time, man. It's a documentary. Like most documentaries, especially like a quality documentary, it takes time.
Years, man.
And like you don't want to be just a DVD here today, going tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? And I thought about it. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of DVDs that I was excited about, that I forgot about because I'm on to the next one. And I said, say less. I didn't even debate. I said, say less. So I kept most of that footage stashed, you know, my little time capsule, whatever. You know, I check up on it periodically. And then I stopped talking about it just to kill the expectations of people who were still looking forward to it. So most people thought that, yeah, he just forgot about that. And during the lockdown, 2020, 10 years later, you know, what I'm doing, I got the opportunity to dig into it. And then my 90 vs. 2000 team, you know, 2021, we put it in production. And then I seen that Kanye documentary. It's crazy.
That Genius.
Yeah.
That Kanye documentary is what made me put the foot on the gas. And then I checked in the dates for the submission dates for the film festival. And I got with my 90 vs. 2000 production team and said, listen, man, I think we gotta get to this. And we just made a nice schedule, rock and roll, and it was worth it because we took home for best documentary
Yes, indeed.
for part 1. Yeah. So.
Peace to Shy. Peace to D Bell on the check-in.
Got one quick question for you. The footage, right? Is that a combination of people that you know, or is it all your footage that you took? Like, did anybody say, "Listen, I got this. You might want to use this"? But
Let me see. It was some right that people had, but I couldn't put it on there because it would cause too much controversy. You know what I'm saying?
It was more personal. It was too personal.
Because I listen, like everybody got their own wave, right? As far as like people have content that they like to start messy shit and shit like that.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to go that route. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you mean.
You might, matter of fact, I say that on part 3, it's a segment that I had to put on there, but it's how can I say it? Complimentary of where it came from.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I had to put it on there because it matched the story. But majority, and like I say, I actually have more Arsenal unreleased than released.
I got you.
You get what I'm saying? So
I feel
But
like
does it the stuff you have in the arsenal? It doesn't fit with what you're trying to do. That's what it is. Now, do you ever think about taking that other footage and doing something completely different, like controversial? Or you don't want to be messy.
Now, see, controversial. See, I ain't gonna say in front like I don't watch controversial stuff, right?
Right.
But that lane's oversaturated.
But that's what I was asking you,
know
because
what I'm
I know a
saying?
lot of people want to get in that lane because they
Right.
thinking that's what people
Like
wanna see.
the controversial stuff that you might see in this is like, yo, what's name say he better than this or rap?
Oh, that's normal.
shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
he don't want to
know,
be the Joe Buttons up
like-
top. He want the Joe Buttons at the bottom. And Joe Buttons is on the. If you see, Joe Buttons is in the documentary. You don't want the messy Joe. You want to stay true to the roots.
Nah,
the
here's the
MC
thing.
Joe.
It's like it could be a distraction.
Absolutely.
But
to your mission.
you got some things that people might consider controversial still. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like for instance, I'm not gonna say the rapper's name, right? Because I'm saving that rapper, a legend by the way. I'm not gonna say his name, a Newark legend by the way. I'm gonna leave it at that. And it ain't Redman, so I don't even want y'all to think it.
Diesel Don.
Nah.
I'm gonna keep going, B. Okay, keep going.
A Newark lyricist legend,
Get it
right?
sooner or later.
A Newark lyricist legend, and it was a rumor that, and now I might sound hypocritical.
He's smiling because he don't know if he
It was a rumor that he wrote for
Okay, for
rumor.
okay, he wrote for Jay a little bit. Okay,
Right, that's the rumor. I ain't saying it's true. That's
Right.
the rumor. You know, and a rumor can easily start like,
But my thing is that
You know?
so horrible that someone might have written something down and that person said, you know what, I'm gonna take that. They might not have written an entire rap. Maybe they did a verse.
Is Guru from Newark?
who?
Guru, is he from Newark? He
Yup,
just be
young
in-
Guru is-
Yeah,
Yeah,
he from
that's
Newark.
that's what.
Talking about Young Guru.
Young Guru,
the
yes,
engineer.
yes, Young Guru.
Yeah, because some people might think you talking about
Nah,
Gangstar.
Young
yeah,
Guru.
yeah,
Rest in
yeah.
peace,
Young
Gangstar. But
Guru.
yeah,
We
nah,
talk
go-
about
yeah.
the engineer to rock.
No, that's definitely
All
Yeah.
that dope engineering
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Rockefeller put out.
but-
Talk about Young Guru.
And you know, of course, people like who write for Hov? Hov don't even write for himself. So how you gonna write somebody write for Hov? You know what I mean?
I've
But
heard
I still-
different. I've
I
heard
st-
different.
I still had to ask him.
No doubt.
I can't say what he said.
Nah,
so I still had
nah.
to ask him though. You know what
I
mean?
heard that Jay-Z not took but used a hook that someone else wrote.
Oh yeah, that's
Everybody
everybody
do
know
that,
that.
yeah.
Right, he was
Yeah.
like, you know what, I'm gonna
He-
take this hook.
He did
I
that for
got
a few. Can I get her?
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
Ja Rules.
this. Yeah.
I think Emilio for Give It to Me.
Now
was,
a lot of rappers do that. That's like that's sometimes when rappers do that, it's like you got a track and the track is already made.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
So the hook's already there.
Yeah.
Like remember when Nas had the nigga album, right?
Right.
yeah.
And some chick, something Dream, she used to be a ghostwriter, whatever. She's talking reckless. And she said, I walked past the studio with Nas, Stickman, and Jay Electronica. No disrespect to Jay Electronica or Stickman. I love their prayers. Hell, put together, they couldn't write for Nas. So how you gonna start a rumor that they wrote the nigga album for
No
Nas?
doubt.
Yeah.
Now they help with the concept, of course. That matches their prayers and Jay Electronica. And the hook, you get writing credits, right? If I'm a rapper
Yeah.
and y'all write my hook, y'all getting writing credits for that. You get what I'm saying? So that's how some of the rumors start. You get
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
get
saying?
what you're
So
saying, yeah.
You
but-
definitely didn't get messy with Naughty. And
It-
and that's appreciative because at a time like this, everyone, if they don't know, they know they're not together anymore as far as performing.
And
you didn't put that in your documentary, which I respect that.
See, that's why you got to finish watching part 3.
You did get no. I did finish watching part 3.
Oh, you did?
I'll say you didn't focus on the mess. You didn't focus on the.
See?
That wasn't
Yeah.
It wasn't a. To me, it wasn't a major focus. Like you, especially. And get back to where we was going.
It shows him reuniting.
It showed, and we spoke about
that day
it.
was funny.
Don't give it away. Don't give it
Me
all
and you
away.
spoke about
I'm
it.
just gonna say one thing.
Me and you spoke about it.
Don't give it all away.
No. Check out.
Me and Ray spoke about it the other day.
Now this is the funny part, right? The week before I shot that, right? So I just finished interviewing him and Vinny, right? KG's interview was scheduled. Vinny's was spontaneous because he walked in right after we finished and he said, "Fuck it, let's go." Right? So after we finished taking pictures and all that shit, Vinny went somewhere or whatever, right? And here go K. He's like, "Yo, you going to BB King's next week?" Naughty gonna be there. I said, "Naughty gonna be there." Bro, you are naughty. Now I go to BB King's, right? I got a ticket. YKG and his brother in line. I'm like,
I'm noticing that
Yeah,
footage when I'm watching it.
I'm like, yo, bro,
My bad. Did I get
what
that
y'all doing in line? No, we waiting in line. I'm like, stop, bro. Y'all gaming. Knowing they can easily get inside, easily walk inside. But I guess they wanted
They wanted people to see that.
Yeah, it was funny. That was
wanted
funny.
people to
You know what I
see
mean?
that,
Because he
yeah.
didn't have to stand in line. You know, but
They did that on purpose.
Yeah,
And they had a
man.
different DJ.
They
And you
did
have
that on
that
purpose.
on. It was a light skinned dude, I think, who was on the whip.
Fam.
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 That's who the DJ was for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fam.
so-
Shout out to Fam. Fam is from Rotten Rascals.
Okay,
And he's
that's
the-
who the DJ.
That's the dude from Jeanne.
Johnny,
Yeah.
oh, there's
So-
a party over
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Oh,
Ew,
yeah.
So
Yeah.
what was
Party over
L?
there.
What we spoke about is when we saw them come back together at the Rock the Bells concert, which was major
Major.
because they weren't on the bill, but they came back together and was dope. So don't want to stick with them all night, but you got the way you. I love the way you y'all gotta watch this. The way you capture everybody in all those 3 parts was dope. Another part that stuck out real hard to me is we grew up in an era of rappers being superstars.
Right.
And heroes. And one of my favorite albums is Muddy Waters. One of my favorite MCs is Redman.
Yeah.
And when
Shout out
Redman
Doc.
and when Red said, I'm from the era of we're superheroes.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
And he said I'm from the era when we hear our record, we was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And we were superheroes then. You know what I mean? When I came out, I was a superhero. You know what I mean?
And that was the truth. That's how we
Yeah.
felt.
Yeah.
How did you feel when he's saying that to you? Or you playing it back? Because you're playing it back
Yeah,
a million
yeah,
times
yeah,
while you're
yeah.
editing. He does his own edits, y'all.
Yeah. Actually, that interview was done at Roller Coaster Studio. It says on the doc, Roller Coaster Studios in Livingston. That was a video for that song called Put It Down, produced by Timbaland. And the video was put together by MTV. MTV sponsored that video. They had the Viva La Bam dudes up there in the video that day. You know what I mean? And it was like, yo, listen, he was just saying the truth. You get what I'm saying? And Doc is definitely one of the greatest, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he just happened to be from Jersey, but Doc is. I consider Doc I got a top lyricist list, right? And I compare him like basketball. So I say some shit like my 5, and it rotates everybody, so don't quote me. It rotates. I say Redman is like the KG, Kevin Garnett of hip hop. You know what I mean? I say LeBron is Hove, right? I say Kiss is AI. I could put Kara's One as Magic Johnson. I could put, and this is lyrical, y'all. This is lyrical. I said Rakim lyrically is Jordan. What's the closest thing we got to Jordan? Kobe, and that's Nas.
You said, in the fact that you said how Rakim helped you produce this movie, you were saying how Rakim, his format of writing.
Oh yeah.
The way he would break stuff down, have his dots and his points where he had to hit this at this point, hit this at that point.
Yeah.
You were saying how when you to make this format in this documentary easier production, he was like, I got to hit these points and insert.
Well, not exactly like
not the same way, but
it made me it put me in that mindset.
Yeah.
And shout out to Ice-T too, because that was one of my favorite hip hop documentaries. It was called The Art of Rap. And you know when they got to a Rakim part, it just got done. It showed the train, then he started spitting with the triple fat leather goose on, and when he said he had like a grab, he'll write, put dots, and then put the words in between. And I'm like, yeah. So basically, that was his foundation on how his flow was so finesse. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And, I'm the type of person that since I was a kid, I've been listening to hip hop so long, right? By the time LL dropped, I was only 7 years old. By the time LL dropped, I could tell his influence was my first favorite rapper, who was Run from Run DMC. Run was the coolest motherfucker.
Coolest.
In hip hop.
Coolest.
Wearing Adidas.
Yeah, he was, but I got to put one person cooler than him.
Kumo D?
Who?
Curtis Blow.
I mean,
but that Family Tree?
Yeah. But
DJ Run?
See,
of Curtis Blow?
No, definitely.
That's a good
exactly.
one,
Because he is son of Curtis Blow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's so his influence came from Curtis Blow.
Absolutely.
And Kumo D. You ask me, Run influence came from Curtis Blow and Kumo D. I think Tretch, in my opinion, from Treacherous 3, of course, with a little bit of Rakim. You know what I mean?
So,
how he flow it, that's a little, you know, you can feel like the Rakim. And Nas, I think Nas influence besides Rakim is Kool G Rap and Slick Rick.
So I got to throw this out real quick because it was a name that in my head, I don't know. I don't have a top 5 really. I keep trying to come up with one.
Right.
But I keep thinking of people that just keep popping in my head.
Right.
I mean, there's people you never think of like the BDI for me is.
Oh, Buckshot.
He's one of my.
I was just rocking that on the way in.
It just his lyric, the way he put it together. But I look at Big Daddy Kane, man. Like it's just
that's the original Hove.
That's what I'm saying. So it's hard for me to have a top without him in it.
Oh no, Kane. Hey, look, Kane.
You look like you did a Kane haircut. And this one right here, the one to the top left.
I see it. I saw
that.
Yeah.
That look like them
I
scoop
like the
and scrap.
shading. That shading is
that
dope.
look like a scoop and scrap
No
type
doubt.
cut
That was
right
top
there.
left.
That's actually my guy, Jay Wonder. Yeah, everybody know Jay Wonder, one of the hottest rappers from Newark.
He got the hummingbird. I see the hummingbird.
Yeah, that was for a logo from somebody. I forgot what it was. But yeah.
I miss those days when we actually put designs in that head.
Yo,
I kind of miss those days a little bit. It took a while for the grow back.
Yo, that was
But you know, it was dope.
I might have to spice up my baldy, man. No,
Hey,
Ray, you gotta you.
I got. You know what's crazy?
Ray, you bald up under there.
I'm bald.
When you come home, man?
I say 2020.
Was it a hard transition?
Nah, it was easy because I was already winning low. I got a thin spot. It was hot one day, and I grew my hair during the lockdown. It was hot one day in August. I said, zip, right off.
I was about the same time.
Right off. You know what I'm saying? I said,
no doubt.
I said, I'm good.
Look at the design.
You know.
I'm like, man,
Peace out,
I might have to get fresh in the back. I might have to try.
Yo,
And
man,
it's crazy too. I'm looking for a model right now.
Oh shit.
B
For a design.
Shit.
I'm looking for a model right now.
Yeah, I think I'm ready for that.
Nothing drastic. It's a small, a light design.
Yeah,
Nothing drastic.
Our manager is right on the other side.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
gotta talk to Sue.
Okay, Sue.
I'm gonna have to get your info.
You want design?
I might let
I got
that
you.
rock out.
She said she was 10%.
I was thinking about some design. I'm like, man, I should get
We
design
got
in the back.
who we gotta see on that. Dang, you cover so many topics. You definitely cover the women. In Jersey cover Queen La.
Shout out to Rod Digger.
That part.
Shout out to Rod Digger.
You had an argument. And the argument was about having the illest MC in flip mode.
Yeah.
And some of the illest MCs in squads. You got Eve with Rough Riders.
Yeah.
I personally feel Rod Digger is the illest MC with flip mode. I absolutely agreed with you. I've been a Rod Digger fan since The Outsiders. I think the first song I ever heard, and first time we met, Peace to Toya was here, and I'm telling you about that was a song called The Juice. And it's Young Z and it's Rod Digger. It's Young Z first, he had the Young Z's first single was a double-sided one, and it was I forgot the name of his first single. I remember getting it from Big Beat downtown.
That was like 96?
96, yes.
Yeah,
It's like
Damn.
Problems.
You don't want no problems.
Problems with Rod Digger. You ain't no problems. You don't got no problems, B. That joint.
you
They had a
ain't no
flip
problems,
side,
B.
and then they had him and
Pace.
Digger on it. Him and Digger.
Dig, okay.
And I'm like, yo, I never heard a woman spit like her. I love Light. I love all the MCs that came prior to. But now I know this is a Jersey female. And in the documentary, she said, whatever you do, keep writing. Stay sharp. Stay sharp. And her blade stays sharp.
Stay sharp, yo.
And that reminds me of you. And no pun intended with your blade staying sharp. You say, I keep educated.
Yeah.
I'm taking classes 3 times. Like,
Yeah, I used to take classes three times a year before the lockdown, and I studied barbers from all over the world. I got barber comrades from all over the world. My favorite barber is from Philly. Kenny Duncan.
Peace to Philly.
You know,
Peace to Philly. Why is Rod Digger? I'm gonna say, is she your favorite female MC? Can we say that?
Actually, you know what? She's one of them.
One of them.
My favorite female MC, actually, since I was a kid, was MC Light.
MC Light
Yo,
is that one.
MC Light.
Light is that one.
My sister thought she was MC Light back in the day.
Light is that one.
You know what I'm
She got
saying?
the cut.
Mine
Yo,
too.
MC Light. I thought the Brat was a problem.
The Brat was a problem.
You know what I mean? The Brat was a problem. You know, Lil' Kim brought the sex appeal to the game.
Yes, she did.
Foxy brought the sexy female to the game. No, I'm sorry, the sexy street female. Because the way she was talking, like can I get it and all that? I cannot get it. Ain't no nigga. And,
Yeah.
like she was a little, to me, she's a little more raw than Kim. But we all, where we come from, we all got the girls that remind you of Lil' Kim, and we all got the Foxy Brown. I actually dated a chick that looked just like Foxy that year. I never forget.
He didn't forget you.
Real talk.
So talking about female, did you ever get up on Bahamadia?
Now, you know what? Not yet. Maybe we would go to Philly, but we did pay homage to Bahamadia.
Definitely.
On the tribute for the ladies. I think it was part 2 or something like that. We paid.
I thought lyrically she was.
She was a problem. Yeah,
She was a problem. She was a problem.
I don't think they were ready for her though.
Now Philly had some splitters like you. All right, for Philly, you got Bahamadia, Charlie Baltimore.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think if Charlie Baltimore didn't get caught up in the Murder Inc. G-Unit politics, I think she'd have blew.
Nah,
Okay.
Charlie.
I think she'd probably.
But she had everything though. She did.
I think she could have been even just as big or bigger than Eve. Real talk.
Yeah,
She was
Eve out
sexy.
there.
Right.
Miss Jade.
Miss Jade.
Yeah, I remember Miss Jade.
Miss Jade.
I think Sonya Blade from out there. Was she from out
Sonya
there?
Blade, I think.
Sonya
Nina
Blade.
Ross. Like
Nina Ross,
it
yeah.
was yo Philly. Philly's just
Yeah.
grandmothers in Philly can rhyme.
Yeah.
Philly just got everybody got bars in Philly.
You know,
like
Philly
it's
is
like
a
that.
very artistic place, man.
Very much so.
Yeah, Philly. Yeah,
Very
Philly,
much
yeah,
so.
shout
I
out
think
to
that's
Philly.
Newark's cousin.
It is.
That's Newark's cousin. Both broad streets. Pick one.
Yeah.
You know that's where it's at.
So I go get my hats.
Oh man, I used to, what?
Oh, the Mitchell and Ness.
Philly, no, this is any cat.
Yeah.
Philly got
Philly got the hats.
They got the caps. They got the hats. They got
Philly
they
got it.
everything. Yeah, they
Philly got it.
Yeah, they got that.
Philly got it. You know what I love in part 3. Anytime I had a question, you answered the question.
Okay.
And you said it was done by design, and I see it. And you was like, well, coming up, and you had the other artists, and he had artists that you were talking about that you had in the document, Double X Posse.
Oh, yeah.
You was just
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about them, B.
Yeah,
Love
rest
them.
in peace to
Love
BK. Rest in peace to BK.
You was talking
Love
about them.
Yeah.
Love them.
This group right here, before we close out, hopefully Soup can give us 10 minutes, because he's a nice young man.
Wait a
so-
minute. We had a question before. Whoa, I thought about this.
Which one?
Somebody said, "Who's the most famous group out of Jersey?"
Now, great point.
Y'all
B.
said Naughty by Nature.
Great
I bet
point.
it's different.
Somebody might. Okay,
I
all
said,
right.
great
Somebody
point.
say Fuji's, right?
Yes.
They might say Fuji's.
Some might.
That's where I'm
Now-
gonna go.
They
Now
might.
I didn't think about it.
Now,
till just now,
great point, B. Because this is
Yeah.
where I was going. You haven't. You say in the future we're gonna have the poor righteous teachers. We're gonna have the Fugees, the Booger Bassman. I can't
Shout out to
wait.
Jerry Wonder.
Jerry
Shout out to Jerry
Wonder.
Wonder.
Man, I can't wait till you document that. Now, we talk about the Fugees. Now, the Fugees probably sold more. Not probably, they did. Sold more than Naughty.
The one that first album.
The second album, The Score.
Yeah. And you know what? Me and my crew opened up for Fugees when I was 16.
Talk about it.
Before they blew up, though. Before they blew up.
Talk about it with the vocab days.
Yeah, but Lauren wasn't there. She was. I think she was filming something.
The vocab days.
I get the representational part. I get that part.
Because Naughty,
I'll give Naughty that.
Naughty has a good 3 albums, solid, that took from 91 to 95, 96. Even when they came with Dirt All By My Lonely, like they captured the time consistently.
Right.
Fugees, when they came out with that second one, it exploded. So major, one of the best bodies of work. Yeah,
it went beyond
one of the best bodies of work. Talk about it.
And they now when we talk about influence, right?
Right.
You can't much respect to Will.I.Am, Fergie, and all them, but you can't tell me that wasn't picking up where Fugees left off.
Definitely,
yes.
They definitely looked like they were biting to me.
Yeah,
to me,
Will.I.Am had the Wyclef going on.
To me, it looked like a clone group. To me, I thought about it back then.
Not as good,
but Fergie couldn't rap.
Nah. Actually,
but she became bigger than them.
Yeah. Yep.
She got bigger.
Trying
than
not
them.
to get it shut down.
I didn't know Fergie was gonna get like that. She got bigger than the group.
She did. She definitely. That's usually what happened.
Yeah,
she got bigger than the group.
Yeah.
You know what did it mean when the Fugees came out and they blew up like that? How did you feel about the Score album?
I felt it was a personal situation for me for that and Lauren's Miseducation, the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill album, right?
Okay.
All right, so my boy E was managing Omega, right? Omega was a rapper on Family Tree, and I remember they was like, yo, Omega and everybody else is recording the Fugees album. I said, that's what's up. Then the Fugees album dropped. That's what's up. Then this shit blew up.
Crazy.
Right? Now I'm getting my haircut at John's Barbershop in Dogtown. Shout out to Larry and Steve and all them, right? Steve was cutting one of the producers of Lauren's album. Mm-hmm. Then my boy E at the time was like, yo, I heard Lauren's album, it's more R&B. I said, all right. But I heard, I'm like, yo, this is fire. And then it blew up again. I said, damn, it's like everything they touched turned to gold. Mm-hmm. And it was like, wow, it's like I was there just witnessing the growth of them blowing up, you know. So
who would have thought that was gonna be her last album?
Yeah, you know what though, it happened to a lot of legends, but you know what, Lauren has a special place in our culture, where as though I put her with Sade, Maxwell, and a lot of other people that can just chill and come back like never like
no doubt.
You know what I mean? Just come out of nowhere and just take over again.
I'm putting Nas in there.
But Nas been
took, but I'm saying for a while he was on the sabbatical for a minute. And then when he came back out, the Joker won a Grammy, man.
Super active.
Oh no, not yet, yo.
Like he was chilling for a long time, and he came back out. Everybody was like, "What?" Jumped on it.
Yeah, that Hit Boy run is something different.
Yeah,
that Hit Boy run.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know the particular. But how long was it before his last album to that
next run?
Oh no.
Now he was having them come.
Yeah. So I say "Life Is Good" came out 2012.
Okay.
And then we was like waiting for like a good 6 years.
You're right though, B. Like that's a long time.
It's a long time.
That Kanye album,
especially rap years.
Remember the Kanye album?
Yeah.
You remember the Kanye album?
Like 7 songs or something like that.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that album, right?
I did too.
Right.
And then the Lost Tapes 2 came out the next year. Out of nowhere.
Yep.
And then out of nowhere he surprised with the Hit Boy album. And then he got another one, then another one, then another. I'm like, damn.
5 joints.
But once he got out of that contract, he was like, all right, here we go.
And the music was ill.
Yeah, yo, yo, that album. What's your favorite album off of that? I mean, off the series, I'm saying.
Oof. I think
the first Magic. I don't know.
The first Magic is tough.
The first Magic was. That's the first one that come to my mind. That first Magic.
God.
When it dropped, I was like,
oh man,
yo, what am I listening to? Oh man, like what am I listening to right?
I can't think of what's the one in the album cover. He had the crown on his head.
The crown on his head?
He had like a crown on his head.
Was the KD one of them?
I can't think of which one, but man, every song. But to me right now,
the Hit Boy joint.
Yeah. I can't think.
I think he's talking about that's that. I think you might be talking about
the double album,
King Disease 2.
Yeah,
KD 2. Yeah, yo, it was.
I like that shit.
Junk Off Dark.
I like that shit.
Yo,
that shit got a different
EPMD.
It takes you on a wave. It got different waves with it.
Yo, but before we close out, first off, you got a gift for us. That.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So that right there is called the 6 Beulah Razor, by Exclusive Barbershop. Shout out to everybody first of all, shout out to everybody that's been supporting Exclusive Barbershop over the years through the different transitions, whatever.
Where is Exclusive Barbershop?
Exclusive Barbershop now is in Belleville.
Okay.
It's appointments only, to honor people's time. I know some people I might not look like I'm that professional, but I'm not professional. I honor your time.
When you cut like that, you better honor the time.
I honor the time. And this is called a 6 Beulah Razor. Why? If you look at it, right, it has 6 holes in it, right? 6 holes, right? 6 holes represent the 6 children of Beulah that raised me, right? I was raised by 6 of Beulah's children, right? And in universal language, 6 stands for equality. In the 1960s, Beulah, alongside with Pete, who was my grandfather, allied with white people fighting for equality, banging out against KKK, right? To the point when Martin Luther King came around, he didn't need to do anything because they were already racially unified. And unfortunately, Beulah, last day on this earth, was the 6th on my birthday, January 6th. Okay. So always salute to Beulah, my grandmother. Beulah.
Thank you. What's
the thing about when they finish? You ever put this on somebody's ear when you're done cutting?
No, that's
what's that about?
I never did that. That was.
They put it on your ear. They hang it up there.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I used to see people take pictures of that back in the day. Like when social media first started, barbers trying to figure it out. Yo, shout out to social media though, because social media gave us a whole nother world and platform of recognition. Without social media, I wouldn't probably discover a lot of the barbers I discovered, or a lot of barbers wouldn't discover me. Mm-hmm. So, and the barber battles and all that. So, shout out to social media for that, man. And like I said, shout out to all the barbers, the people who travel this journey with me. Listen, I don't travel this journey alone. I just play my part.
Thank you. Man, it was one last question. One last question, I promise, Soup.
Right.
Because she could whoop me. She the only person that could just whoop me with no problem. I'm watching the documentary, watching the show.
Right.
And y'all both have in common, y'all both have artists that are in both of your documentaries. I'm talking about the show by Russell Simmons.
With Onyx and them, right?
With Onyx and all them.
I was just watching that a couple months ago.
Y'all both have Naughty in your documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know, because Naughty was saying back then, that was 94, 95,
right,
is how they're superstars and they're still not being treated right by the cops and people in their cities, their own cities.
Damn.
Now we're talking about all these years later. I know you have seen the transition of more respect for the
Naughty?
artists, for Naughty themselves.
You know why? I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
And this is in the words of Do It All of Lords of the Underground. Shout out
and
to
thank you, because you did capture. We talk about 2006 to 2022. We talk about transformation of artists. You have Do It All on the block. If y'all watching part 1. And then you can see Do It All 2022 in the office.
As Councilman Do.
So, yes.
Kelly.
Yo, look. When you watch these documentaries, he captures Jersey for real. I'm sorry.
I mean, all right, so look. He said hip hop has grown up. So those same people who listen to hip hop, they are doctors, lawyers. They work in the city hall. They work in the city, the state, the county. You got Ted Green,
Raz Baraka,
who was Raz Baraka. Raz Baraka. Listen,
Source Magazine.
Salute Raz Baraka. Salute Raz. You got Ted Green. I heard Ted Green was a DJ in hip hop. Don't quote me. I don't want to sound wrong, but Ted Green was embraced by the hip hop community, and he's the mayor of East Orange.
Yes, indeed. Peace to Keisha.
He does a lot of things with her. They just honored Do It All in Drift.
Yes.
Because Drift is on part
Drift
2.
Drift is throughout.
Yeah, he's on part 1 and 2.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So they just honored Drift.
106 and Park Legend.
So
Freestyle Friday.
And the police.
Right.
They are hip hop babies.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely.
So that's why it's more respected now.
Yes, indeed. And thank because I'm watching that and I'm watching yours and I'm like, yeah, it's all coming together. We all growing as a hip hop community. 51 years that just came on August 11th.
Exactly.
And we
my father's birthday is August 11th.
Just salute to his pops. Because definitely August 11th, my birthday. We're gonna
Yeah.
still put happy birthday Fat Lace up there for
no
that
doubt,
time.
no doubt.
You know, before we close out, let's give everybody. And hopefully, I know it's the 7th, but we can come after the 7th because we need another part.
That's the first. That's the first. That's the first screening, a part of revamp. We're trying to have screenings for those who didn't see part 1 and 2. We're trying to have as many screenings as possible before we have it on the streaming service. And we also this fall, when we get back in indoor weather, we will have screenings, exclusive screenings in the metaverse again. Shout out to my tech guy Malcolm Williams.
That was the most amazing thing I seen.
Yeah, in the metaverse.
Yeah, I'm like, hold up,
version.
that
like
was different.
2.5. No, I'm sorry, 3.5 exclusively would be premiered in the metaverse first. So yeah.
If we want to get that merch, how can we get that?
Oh, the merch. You can hit the You Gotta Respect Instagram. GOTTA.
Y'all see how it's spelled on that shirt right there.
RESPECT. You know, on Instagram, and merch will be on sale again officially September 7th. We got some fire hats. I'm not just saying that, but we got some fire. And listen, I want to thank everyone for the support. We're just starting, and I just want to say one thing.
It's your world.
One thing I just want to mention. One thing. It's an interruption before part 4. Look out for verse gods after part 3. Verse gods.
Verse gods.
The essence of lyricism. Okay. We still you gotta respect the legends of hip hop legacy, but we're focusing on the lyricism, and we don't want people to think that we're only going to document Jersey artists. We document all. You know, so we got Razcaz on there and a couple other.
You got Razcaz. I seen Smith and Wesson on the joint. Like, nah, you got him. You got them.
Yeah. Cocoa Brothers.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Yeah, so. My people.
Right. Thank you so much. I hope we ain't got to wait long to get you on again because we got so
Not
much more.
I want to come back for verse guys.
Yes, please. We got so much more we could talk about.
Oh.
We appreciate you coming through. Everybody make sure y'all follow him at
You Gotta Respect on Instagram or Lansky Exclusive, LANDSKI XCLUSIVES. I sound like a damn spelling bee champion.
Yeah, because I would have said it the wrong way and still not got it right. Thank you so much. Shout out to all my barbers. Shout out to all my stylists. We are Beards and Baldheads. We'll see y'all next week. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. BKS1 Radio TV. Thank you for everybody on the check-in who's been checking it out tonight. Ian, thank you. Ace, thank you. Peace to all the people out there who support. Keisha from LIU, all y'all, we thank y'all. We are Beards and Baldheads.